it's me again, Saad. When I talked about mirages, my video on mirage, I mentioned something called total internal reflection. Now I'm gonna elaborate on that. Now I'm gonna talk literally about total internal reflection. And and I'm also gonna talk about something else called the critical angle. Well, here we go. Okay. So I'm pretty sure you know about reflection, and reflection, just going over the basics, is when a light beam reflects, and it has to be perfect. Wait, let me tell you. For example, I think this is, you call it here. This is the normal, which is perpendicular to the surface, just going over the basics. And if something hits over here, it always must leave at the same angle here. But let's say now I'm going to go somewhere else now. I'm going to give you an example of refraction. I'll be making a video on that soon. Let's say this is glass. Now light enters. If you shine a laser, let's say, the light will go straight over here. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna use a different color. If you shine a laser through, the light goes straight through. If you shine the laser at a slight angle, let's say all of this is glass, all of this, then you'll see that the light changes direction slightly. I'll talk about this some other time. But what happens is some light is also reflected back here. Only some. Very little. And I'll show you how little is reflected like this. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of show you what happens. If there's something known as the critical angle, and that changes with the substance that the laser is shown through. Let's say you shine the light over here. Some will pass through, you could say maybe over here, using refraction. Wait, what angle was this? But some will just be reflected over here. But the amount that is reflected can be very, very little sometimes. But light is still being refracted through, going through the glass. But the thing is, if you increase the angle at which you are shining the light, if you shine it this way, the refraction decreases. You know what? I don't really need this. Oopsie. If you shine it like that, it's still reflecting, but the refraction is coming closer to the glass. Let me take this out. Extending. Okay. Now, let's say I'm going to make this red and take that out. So if light comes in over here, then some is reflecting over here, some comes bending out. But there comes a time where the light ray comes in at such a point that this refracted angle goes straight out, so there's no refraction. This is called total internal reflection. Because it's when there's no refraction at all. It's like a mirror. People can use this. By the way, the angle that this coming in from the normal, let's say, I'm going to draw another line. Let's say this angle was 45 degrees to the normal. Come on. 45 degrees. So, and let's say this is where this is the angle at which the refracted angle goes away. This is the angle at which total internal reflection occurs. By the way, this changes from substance to substance. That means that 45 degrees is the critical angle. Critical angle. This is when the mirages were. Remember? It gets reflected off the air and then it comes into your eyes. I'll check my video on mirages for that. Anyways, this was all the critical angle you can see. So let's say this is the critical angle. Okay, that's it for this video. See you next time. I'm kidding. Nope, I need to say something more. Let's say I'm gonna tell you about how it's used in real life. People use optical fibers so they can literally shine a laser like this. Let's say, if you shine one laser like this, it just goes straight. But what if you want to bend the light? Well, what you could do is people can take a tube and bend it in such a way that this tube uses total internal reflection to reflect the light from the inside. So this goes in, but then there is no refraction. This is exceeding the critical angle, So no light exits the tube, even if it's made of glass and transparent. This can be used in optical fibers. It used to be used in telephone cables. So see, it's using total internal reflection. But by the way, if at one point in the angle at which the light hits it is not as much as needed, there might be some refraction. That's why we need it to be one, very narrow, and two, we need to make sure the angles are all right, because otherwise you can have spilling light. You can use this in optical fibers, etc. And now that's it for this video, and see you